This is the Russian Dynamite, Masha Slamovich.
Becca here.
This is not America's Sweetheart, Davian.
It's Billy Starks. And
the super fly guy, Trayvon Jordan.
This is the fly side flyer, Jalen Brandon.
Hardcore Princess, Jules Malone.
Hi there, this is the Bubblegum Princess, Alexia Nicole.
This is the Brazilian Wonder Woman, Christy James. This is the baddest black belt, Janai Kai.
This is Kid Bandit.
The smash hit Joel Bateman.
This is Robin Renegade.
Cody Hawk.
Brutal Bob Evans. And you are listening to Wrestling with Entertainment, one of my favorite podcasts in the whole wide world.
This is Cory Cash Money McHenry, listening to Wrestling with Entertainment.
Hello, and welcome to the show. It's Wrestling with Entertainment, the only audio experience on the web today, the trusted choice for interviewing all your favorite wrestlers every Tuesday and Wednesday on YouTube and CastBox, sponsored by Rogue Energy and Player One Coffee. I'm, of course, your host, James J., and it's a great day for wrestling, because we are wrestling with your baby mama's favorite wrestler, Cory Cash Money McHenry.
Never gets old. How you doing? How you doing?
I'm good. How about yourself?
I'm pretty good. Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. Can you tell us where the baby mamas could see you next event-wise?
June 28th, I'll be in Richmond Park, Illinois at IPW. I'll be defending my junior heavyweight championship against Gustavo. You can also catch me in Marshfield, Wisconsin at the Oak Avenue Community Center on August 15th at the Breakout Tournament. Frontline Pro, the heavyweight champ, will be in action.
And where can we find you on social media and your merchandise?
So for Instagram, it's the real _cash money for my Instagram. Facebook is Cory McHenry. Honestly, just type me into Google. Everything that pops up is pretty much me.
And merchandise?
Merchandise, I do not have a site yet, but I am working on it. But yes, shirts are coming soon. Some limited edition ones are coming as well.
Perfect. And you don't have to go looking for it. All of the links to his social media will be in the description of the video below, both on YouTube and CastBox. Alright, let's get into it. You work for Frontline Pro and Rocket Pro Wrestling. Can you tell us about your relationship with those companies?
It's crazy because it's like they both are like home, but you get two different cash monies at Rocket Pro and at Frontline Pro. But honestly, I love working for both of them. Those are some of my favorite people. They're like everybody's family there for me. So, I love working for both of those companies. Those are the companies where I really got to, get out and grow and continue to develop, So, love working for those companies.
You said two different versions of Cash Money. What are the differences between the two versions?
Well, we're Rocket Pro. It's the Black Excellence. It's the in the multiverse, that Cash Money's a bit on the he's on the hillside. If according to some people, I'm just doing what's best for business, and then on the flip side of the Frontline Pro, it's different. Like even the matches I'm in, it's the main event scene. It's the bigger matches. The being the heavyweight champion, and it's just it's a different level out there for me. So so out there it's like it's it's a bigger spotlight. So I gotta
Do you prefer? What is there one side of you that you kind of prefer from each company?
Honestly, no, because I'm happy that it's like I get to to work that type of dynamic where it keeps me, very well-rounded, and it helps me develop and stay sharp in certain areas because you spend too much on one side doing things, when it's time, to make a switch or do something, make a change, you got that rust, but you stay crisp by having that, those dual sides.
Right. And you mentioned it, Frontline Pro champion. What did it kind of mean to you to capture that championship?
So, honestly, like for me, that was probably like the biggest moment for me in my career because, like, Frontline Pro, for me, it was the way how the start, and the finish. It's just like just starting, just coming in, just just working and just continue working and getting the people behind me and eventually working my way all the way up to becoming a champion. It meant everything too, because my first day working at Frontline Pro, I told the management that one day that like I was gonna be the guy, like I was gonna be champion. And I'm like, the ball's on that kid, right? But to a couple of years later, actually, bring it into fruition, it felt amazing. And then there was a match too that I dedicated to my mom. So it was, it was extra special.
Is that a moment that you take in the moment, or is it something that kind of sets in afterwards? Like, wow, I did this.
It's kind of both. It's like you're so in the moment, like I remember when like the 3 count, I was like just, like it was over, but then I just remember just sitting there like I did it, and then I did it and I had the belt. But then it was like you come out of it because it's like, oh, but then it was like that ride home and I'm just like sitting there and I just kept thinking about it like I really did it. Like it was just like, I'm kind of still in the moment, I'm enjoying it. Like, the champ is, enjoying it and still celebrating being champion. But, so it's still kind of surreal. I think that first defense is going to really make it set in.
Do we know who you're defending against?
I don't know yet, but, whoever it is, I just hope they're going to bring everything they got because as champion, I'm already giving it 110. I got to give them 150 now. So, so whoever it is, I hope they're ready. Even though the champ is off, I'm still working.
Now, can you tell us about your faction, Black Excellence? Your relationship with Shaq Jordan, Aaron Stone, and Silky Smooth.
Oh, that's family. All of them. Shaq, that's my man. Shaq is my day one. We came in together. He's one of those guys since day one. We started training, and then Aaron Stone has been one of those people that I've known since I've started in the business, and it's just. And then Silky, my time, when I first started branching out in the different parts of, the Midwest, he was one of the guys. So it's fun working with a lot of guys. And then, with Maya, another league, so it's all in the family. So it's fun. I'm working with family, we kind of, I don't know if you're watching, you see, we're having a whole lot of fun out there.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, and, it's a collective, and it's just like I don't think we're doing anything wrong. I think people are just misunderstanding what's going on, or I don't know what the problem is, but we're not doing anything. I don't know what everybody else's problem is.
What would you say is other people's problems?
Yeah, that's their problem. Because Black Excellence, we ain't got no problem. Because last I checked, we got the RPW championship with us. We got Maya Karoff with us. Aaron Stone is still champ. So, Yeah, Black Excellence looking real good. So every problem that they have, it sounds personal to them, not us. We're living good over here.
Well, I'm not one to, obviously stir the pot, but, Shaq Jordan obviously, had the Frontline Pro Championship. You currently have that title. One would imagine that that's a conflict of interest between faction mates.
Oh, I mean, but that's in a different multiverse, though. That's out there in the multiverse. That version of Cash Money and Shaq Jordan, well, they those two. Now, me and Shaq, we've had our run-ins over the years, and I'm not gonna lie, he has my respect. I will give him that. But it's again, that's in that multiverse. That version of Shaq Jordan, that guy is terrible. He was heinous. He was downright despicable, and somebody had to be the one to stop him. Everybody kept coming close. I came close, and I was finally the one to do it. And to end his tyranny that he was running with the Frontline Pro Championship. But no conflict of interest, because the Cash Money and Black Excellence, that Shaq Jordan, those guys thick as thieves. Day ones since training.
I gotcha.
So
I'm just curious. Is it odd that your faction mates in one company, and then obviously you're feuding in the other?
I mean, it's just two brothers hashing it out. That's how we look at it like that. You got two guys who can and are the guy. It's bound to happen at some point.
I gotcha.
It's just one of those things, and honestly, it's happened before at IPW. We met in the finals for the medallion tournament. And it's always been me and him. Me and him are like each other, but I will give him this every time we go to war, I come out changed, a little different, a little better, you learn. So,
I gotcha.
And
what about Aaron Stone? He seems to be your current tag team mate, no?
Yeah. But Aaron Stone is, I don't know how much if you know the guy, but that's a match made in heaven for us. Like, we've known each other for so long, kind of, same kind of style in the ring, hard hitting, and he's a lot of fun to work with, and again, he's been champion for how long? 400 some days. Couldn't have a better partner.
And so, I feel like there hasn't been as much between you and Silky compared to Shaq and Aaron, no?
Well, Silky is still in the training stage. We get we working with Silky. We gotta we're still figuring some things out. He's figuring some things out. But it's coming. Don't worry. We working on things. Even though we off, we still working. Black Excellence becoming back stronger and better than ever when the summer's over. But Silky, we're working on some things with him. He's learning the ropes.
I got you.
But, don't fret though. We got it though. We got it.
Well, I do have to ask.
Okay.
And when it comes to factions, is there a pet peeve or a personality quirk about each individual that you just don't understand?
Give me an example.
I mean, like somebody being always late, or maybe they whistle, or just something like that.
Honestly, no. Black Excellence, we vibe. We ride together. We vibe together. It's always a good time. Honestly, no. The people are usually irritating and causing all the pet peeves and doing all that are the other people in the locker room. But as far as us, none of my stablemates, nah, can't think of anything.
I gotcha. Oh, correct me if I'm wrong, but Maya Karaswas is a part of Black Excellence No, too, as well.
Yes, she is. Yes, she is. Yes, she is.
Is there any other people you're looking to join the faction?
Now, why would I tell you that information? And why would I let the world hear that information? But of course, though, we always got our eyes open. We're always looking. We're always paying attention. And you just never know. Nobody in a million years would ever guess Maya would have been a part of Black Excellence. But here we are.
How did she come a part of Black Excellence?
I mean, she started to understand.
Well, I mean, you did have your issues with her at one point, no?
I mean, water under the bridge, and again, it was a spat amongst family. That's a fellow league mate. So spat amongst family. That's all it was.
I gotcha. Now, you was also in a tag team called Money and Power at one point, no?
Oh yeah. Okay. Oh man. Okay.
Can you tell us about that?
Oh yeah, that was me and Rita's Atlas. Yeah. Oh man, you did some diving, didn't you? Okay. I wasn't expecting that. Yeah, that was the time. That was me and Rita's Atlas. I was the money, and he was the power, and that was a fun time. That was when I was really honest. That was my first time really working the tag team scene, and starting to really understand. It was a great time, but again, it ended. I don't know if you know. Do you know how it ended?
I believe so, yes. But could you maybe tell us?
Well, no, I'd rather you inform the people because the way I feel about Money and Power now is even looking back on it, it's like it's bittersweet because it was some good times, but haters are gonna hate.
I feel like now you have to tell it. I mean, that this is your story after all.
So basically, how Money and Power ended, it was triple threat, 3 titles on the line. Me, Shaq Jordan, one Sam Eli, and I had it won. I was on my way. I was climbing the ladder. I was grabbing the belts. And my own tag team partner, Rita's Atlas, hit me in the back with a ladder and proceeded to pick me up and powerbomb me repeatedly through said ladder, which then just left it wide open for Shaq to get on up there and, get the victory.
So not a good brother.
Nah, not a, yeah, Money and Power, yeah. I was like, yeah, we can forget about that. That was,
Well, I mean, like we said at the beginning, you are champion right now. Is that something that you'd like to run back?
Run what?
Wrestling, Ritas.
No, been there, done that. We had a run in recently, a few months ago, some tag team action. Been there, done that. Right now, focus on other thing, new horizons. It's new. It's a new chapter for me, so that means new everything.
Gotcha.
The past is the past.
All right. I think it's time for Cory's Bizarre Adventure. You're a pro wrestler that goes up and down the roads, and weird, crazy, and bizarre things are bound to happen. Can you tell us a road story that fits that description?
I got a couple. Well, let me see. Because there's been times, man, like I think it was like the second time I went on a road trip. I remember getting in the car, it's snowing out, but we're used to Chicago snow and not Wisconsin snow and ice. And I wasn't driving, I was putting that out there, but somebody who was driving made a sharp turn and the vehicle spent out of control. Now we are jammed on a snowbank in the middle of a busy intersection on the highway.
Oh, wow.
Mind you, at this point, none of us are dressed. We're all dressed for Chicago weather, which it was 20 degrees here. It was negative 15 out there. So we're, it was, but we still, made it to the show on time, got there. It's been a lot of that. It's been times where it's just like just ended up in these towns and you're just like stranded and then you just like get a room, just like go exploring and there's been times where there has been Smash Brothers played until the sun has come up. It's me on the road is Cash Money. I'm usually the guy in the back. I'm sleeping or try to, the old guy.
I got you.
But I do remember this time where I was on the road and the driver made a wrong turn. And I kid you not, it was like something in a horror movie. Like the moment we turned, it immediately got darker. The trees got bigger. We started seeing less and less light. And I'm like, in my mind, we're all about to die. We're about to die. And I'm like, why haven't they turned around? Are they purposely driving us? Like, at any moment, I'm just expecting a blown out tire. At any moment, so it's the moment we stop, we're all dead, and lo and behold, this road leads to nowhere. We end up turning around. Now I'm looking in the woods. I'm seeing eyes. I'm from Chicago. I'm from the city. I'm not used to seeing that many eyes in the darkness. Okay, it's not that many animals here, so I don't know what's looking at us. In my mind, again, we're about to die. But me being the cool guy that I am, in my head, even though I'm thinking we're about to die, I just decided to just lean back and chill and act on the outside, cool as a cucumber. On the inside, I'm prepping for death. And yep, there was also one time I fell in a ditch on the side of the road.
Ooh.
It wasn't that deep. Just didn't see it. Just did not see it. It was on me. It's just a lot of mishaps with me and like random occurrences. Like I've run into people that like I'm pretty sure I've seen in some type of slasher film before, and I'm just like, yeah, I need to go. I just need to get back to where I need to go. I always run into like the strangest people. Like one time on the road, I ran into this one guy. He kept trying to convince me he was a gypsy. And I didn't understand why. And I asked him, like, okay, so you're a gypsy. What's the point of this? And this guy looked me dead in my eyes after trying to convince me that he's a gypsy for like 4 or 5 minutes. Looks me dead in my eyes and was like, why are you talking to strangers? And walked away. And when I tell you that messed my mind up, James, for like 3 days. Can you imagine a stranger walking up trying to convince you of something, and then you finally say, okay, you just be like, okay, whatever. And they just, why are you talking to strangers? And walked away from me. That messed me up in the head for 3 days because I was like, what happened here? I run into people like that on the road. I don't run into the crazy stories I've had the stories where we've gotten, I do like beer. I do like whiskey. I do drink, but nothing too crazy.
Right.
I'm curious though. How deep did you dive into me? That's the I've been trying not to. How deep did you dive into my background?
I mean, whatever is available on the internet. So, you could imagine where that could be either, a pond or an ocean, I would say. So, yeah, I do my research for sure.
Oh, so you know where I trained and all of that other stuff when I got stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, you trained with Wrestle League, right?
Yep.
Mhm. So, I mean, it does very much sound like bizarre adventures just kind of follow you around, no?
Honestly, my life is like a series of Family Guy cutaways. Like honestly, if you only knew, my life that's the best way to describe it. Like I could be like, oh, like this one time when I did so and so, and then it could just cut away. That's what my life has been forever.
Well, I'd say maybe enough of bizarre adventures, but it seems like you might have a couple more coming up.
I don't think they ever gonna stop, ever, like ever. But I hope not, because I'm not gonna lie, it's been a lot of fun. Because something like they give you memories and stuff to laugh about, and you know.
Except that one guy.
Yeah, that one guy, and I ain't gonna lie, that's still about it, because I still think about that. He's like, bro, I'm really a gypsy, like, bro, like a real gypsy. I'm like, okay, so you're a gypsy. What does that mean, bro? Why are you talking to strangers? What?
Yeah, I could definitely imagine how that could mess you up. Just thinking about that. Yeah.
All I could say was what, and he just walked away, and that was it. Didn't even look back.
You mentioned playing Smash Brothers until the sun comes up.
Oh yeah.
Who's your character? Who's your go-to?
Situational, but I don't know. It varies. It's very situational. Like it depends on my mood too, because I got different characters for different things. But I play more than just Smash Bros. I play everything.
What are you playing?
So my current addiction, and what's been my addiction since it released, is Marvel Rivals. I'm always playing that. Always playing Marvel Rivals. So if there's anybody out there, whoever, wants that smoke or wants to team up, I'm always playing Rivals. But what else have I been playing? I'm trying to think. It's always when you get asked this question, it's like, what have I been playing?
Right.
Okay. what have I been playing?
Well, why don't you tell us who do you play as in Marvel Rivals?
So I remember now. I've been playing Where Wind Meets. I've been having a lot of fun with that. Like probably too much fun.
What is that?
Where Winds Meet.
Where Winds Meet. I
Yeah,
don't
I've been
believe I've
playing
heard
that.
of that.
Yeah, it's just one of those. It's an open world RPG. I'm big on RPGs.
Gotcha.
I've been replaying the Yakuza series. I'm up on 3 again. I'm playing any 2K, WWE, or NBA, Madden, MLB, FIFA, well, FC now. But any sports game, I'm playing it. Any RPG, I'm playing it. And on Rivals, the characters that I use, it's also situational. If I'm a healer, Cloak and Dagger, Mantis, Atom, Invisible Woman, Deadpool. If I'm a DPS, Squirrel Girl, Wanda, Namor, Moon Knight, and it's like 5 others. And if I'm a tank, Penny, Hulk, Magneto, Angela, and I can't remember the rest. Like I play a lot of video games. Like I'm on every console. I'm playing everything.
I gotcha. It seems like you've played as pretty much the whole roster.
Yeah, I'm pretty much got everybody to lore status almost.
Who's your least favorite character to play as?
Damn, that's a good question. Who do I absolutely hate playing as? Who has no playtime? I don't think. Probably right now, Black Cat. I don't play as Black Cat at all. I don't think I even tried her yet.
I gotcha. Well, I mean, she is still relatively new, no?
Yeah, so yeah, I don't think I tried her yet.
I think they just added Cyclops and Devil Dinosaur, no?
Oh yeah, I've been playing now those. Oh yeah, I love Devil Dinosaur even after the nerfs, and then Cyclops has been so much fun, but they're gonna nerf him. It's coming, but I'm enjoying the ride until they do. He'll probably be nerfed by the time this comes out, and I won't be enjoying the ride anymore by then, y'all.
Are you a Marvel fan in general?
Oh yeah, growing up, comic books were big in the household. It was Marvel and DC.
Which one do you prefer, Marvel or DC?
Depends. If it's animation, I'm gonna say DC, and if it's like actual movies, I'm gonna say the MCU. But I am a fan of the DCU. Yeah, if it's villains, I gotta go DC. But yeah, it's about the time. Again, it's situational. It depends on the. But yeah, it goes about equal.
You definitely can't go wrong with DC villains. I mean, they do have the best villains. Not to mention that most of them are just Batman villains at this point, but...
I mean, Batman is a threat to everybody, so everybody considers him a villain. Like their nemesis. Like even people are coming from different planets like, hey, we only need to stop this one guy, this one human.
Right. I remember like Darkseid was like, if this threat came from, Superman or Wonder Woman, I would have, acknowledged it, but because it came from you and you're crazy, I'm going to take that with a grain of salt.
Right. If Darkseid is like, you know what, I don't even want, you know what, you can have it, Bruce. I'm out of here. Going back to Apocalypse. If even Darkseid doesn't want the problem, that should tell people something.
And I don't know how much you're keeping up with the comics now, but
Absolute Batman, I'm keeping up.
Okay. Then I'm curious, what are your thoughts on the new Butler?
I mean, as long as when the time comes to use the gun, that the proficiency is still there, that's all I care about. Because, let's not forget Alfred. Hey, one of those slouch. Alfred was definitely a threat. So as long as she's a threat, it is what it is.
All right. I mean, do you have a favorite a comic book, trade paperback, or an arc that you enjoyed?
I was gonna literally go get up and start looking through my comics for a sec. You almost got me for a second. I was finna run in there like, like off the top of my head right now, I'm thinking about Punisher in the Warzone. Because I got some crazy like Punisher comics in my collection. And now I got them by random. But the Warzone, I went out and got maybe Spider-Man the 1000 series. I don't know. I would have to. I'm gonna have to think about that for a second.
Fair enough. I mean, you mentioned Punisher. How do you feel about the DCMU version of Punisher?
John is doing a good job. John is doing a very good job. I just, but the movie, The Punisher Warzone, to me, that was the best on-screen version of Punisher we've seen. Not the Thomas Jane one, not that one.
Okay.
But not that one, the one after that, with Ray Stevens.
Gotcha.
No, to me, if you ask me what was my favorite on screen, it's definitely Ray Stevens.
All right. Now,
Stevens.
I mean, do you still need time to think?
My favorite okay, so I probably for DC is gonna be The Killing Joke.
Classic.
Because it's The Killing Joke for sure. Honestly, that just might be I'm gonna have to go with The Killing Joke overall because I think that's the one I didn't reread the most.
I actually have a first edition of The Killing Joke, so it's definitely a significant comic to me as well.
Oh, okay. See, that's pretty dope, though. I'm not gonna lie, that's pretty dope.
Yeah, it was in just a comic book shop, and surprisingly, it was not as expensive as you may have thought. And yeah, it was just something I definitely needed to have.
You're not wrong. I'm not gonna lie. I would. You're not wrong. That is a must-have. That is a lucky, legendary find right there. That is like getting rare loot. Like, bro, you don't even understand. Like,
Oh yeah. I mean, if there's like 3 Batman comics you have to have in your collection, it's Year One, Killing Joke, and is The Dark Knight Rises? Return of the Dark Knight. There you go. I think those are the 3 definitive classic Batmans for sure.
Okay, I give you the Dark Knight, right? Okay, I had to think on it for a second. I give you that. You're right. I agree. But you can shake on that. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, we can shake on that for sure. Yeah, I give you that.
Yeah, I keep forgetting that last one, the name of it, but yeah, it's The Dark Knight Returns. The one
Yeah.
for anybody that doesn't know, that's the one with the mutants and Carrie Kelly as Robin. All right. Now.
I ain't gonna lie. Honorable mention. I ain't not gonna lie. I enjoyed Batman Beyond. I just want to throw to mention that at some point. I enjoyed it.
Batman Beyond is my comfort food, honestly. I love that show so much.
Okay, I just wanted to mention, like, I had to throw that in there. Like, I love that. That was my show. So,
favorite Batman Beyond episode?
honestly, the first episode, when he first discovered Bruce Wayne, because it's like, it threw me off seeing him like that. But then in that moment, it made me realize like, oh man, Batman is human.
Right.
And then I think that's why that was like the first time I ever thought that about Batman, like for real. Like, oh man, he is human. Like, this man old and then, like, he walking on a cane and in a wheelchair. Like, what's going on? But then it made me realize the realism to him being human is like, this is years and years of abuse on his body.
Oh yeah.
And then just figuring out, like, teared on the person, realized, like, clearly you're his son. Like, how don't you figure this out?
I'm one of those people that headcanon Terry is not his son.
Yeah.
But
for the show.
Yeah. I just I do not acknowledge epilogue by any means.
Yeah.
But no, my favorite episode is either Ascension or Meltdown. Maybe leaning more towards Meltdown.
Okay. If it's not, can I say though, Return of the Joker? That might be, even though that was the movie, that might be.
Hell yeah.
Okay. I'll go with that. If we got to pick up like Meltdown,
That was the Mr. Freeze episode.
Oh yeah, that was season 1. Yeah, that was early. That was one of the first episodes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I remember that was early on. Yep. You're right.
I mean, honestly, just season 1 and as a whole was, pure cinema. Every episode was a banger.
I ain't gonna lie, I was already hooked. Like the suit had me hooked already. I was like, hey, that black and red look kind of good. Like,
Oh yeah.
and I would be scared. I'm not gonna lie. When he used to come, you come out the shadows, and that's all you see is that. Nah, yeah, I'm getting out of there. But yeah, I'm gonna go with Return of the Joker. Of course, I'm going with Return of the Joker.
Absolute classic. All right. Can you tell us about your tattoos and if there is any significant meaning behind them?
So on my left shoulder, there's an open eye. It is a Sharingan. I don't know, for the anime fans, some Naruto and stuff.
Mhm.
Yep. It's Sasuke Sharingan. And it's, and it's just, I don't know. And then the marks around it, it was like I had like my own curse mark made. So, it was just, I don't know. He was like, in that show, it was just a lot of, I related to it, what it was, his character, in there's a lot of ways. And I don't know. I just thought it would be cool to have a Sharingan. Because the goal is to Donzo my entire left arm.
Okay.
And collect everybody's Sharingan just going down. Next will probably be Itachi's or Kakashi's. And then on the other side, if you look at it on my chest, right in the center, it was actually my first ever tattoo. Before I got the stuff around it, it was the Kobe symbol, because growing up, like, Kobe was like, that one guy that you just, who you just like idolize a little bit, but it was like his mindset. So, like, so I got the first tattoo I ever got was the Kobe symbol, then the stuff around it. It's like little details in there you would have to see, like the arrowheads I got my time for high school when I was a Lane Tech Indian. And it's just like little stuff in there, like you'd have to like really look and see to find. But more are coming.
I got you.
But yeah, big anime fan too. So yeah.
I mean, tell us about your love of anime.
So it started when I was little, and I remember it was my uncle. He was the first person to show it to me, and I don't remember which one it was, but I just remember looking at the screen, and the first thing I saw was a bullet just like below the side of somebody's head off. And I'm like, what kind of cartoon is this? He's like, this is anime. And the rest is history. And I remember, I remember going to like Blockbuster, and they had like Ghost in the Shell on the shelf, like grabbing that and like going to watch it. But I grew up when it was watching Dragon Ball Z, and then so anime has always been a thing that I think I've always been around because of the people older than me watched it.
Obviously, you have quite the significance with Naruto. I mean, obviously, you tattooed it on your body.
Oh yeah, but my favorite is because it's always gonna be Dragon Ball.
Who's your favorite character in Dragon Ball?
It's two. It's Goku and Gohan actually.
And favorite saga?
Cell.
Hell yeah. The GOAT.
Yeah, me. Like, people don't understand. Like, Cell literally said, "Hey, Saturday, I'm running y'all fades," and they was like, "Okay." Then proceeded on Wednesday to go to a news station, kill everybody to announce on TV. Just a reminder, on Saturday, I'm running fades. And then on Saturday, when they pulled up, he was standing in the middle of the arena, and then proceeded to run everybody's fade. It was absolutely wonderful. I'm like, that is a real villain. Like, to tell them when the ass whooping was coming.
Definitely my favorite villain as well.
Like, that was just a moment for me that I was like, and it was also the moment I got to see, we got to see Gohan really, really turn up,
Right.
Once he killed 16, it was up, I love that moment.
All right. Now, I think it's time for the colossal question. Let's say they're making a movie about you. Every movie has a soundtrack. What would be the first 3 songs on your movie soundtrack?
Number one, I already know, "Money on My Mind" by Lil Wayne. The other, you said 3 songs. Okay, number one is definitely "Money on My Mind" by Lil Wayne. Probably "March Madness" by Future, and "Can't Tell Me Nothing" by Kanye.
Definitely a solid 3 picks to say the least.
You got to get the people going. They come in, I can see it right now as the intro's coming in. "Money on My Mind" by Lil Wayne playing, it's wonderful.
Now that we have the soundtrack down, everybody knows you get the soundtrack first, then you write the script, and then you go to casting. Who plays you? And you can't say yourself because you were obligated to make a Stan Lee-esque cameo.
Who would play me? So, man, I'm trying to think who could really, who would, I've never in my life even thought of that question, ever. It could be anybody, any other than me.
Yes, anybody.
I'm trying to see, do I want them to go for the award or do I want the actual likeness? I'm trying to, how good do I want this actor to be? Honestly, if I wanted to go for likeness, it depends. I might have one of my nephews play me because they look like me.
Okay, that's fair enough.
But if I'm going for the award, I don't know. If I wanted to make a comedy out of it, I would. It's gonna sound correct, but those who get it would understand. I would probably cast somebody like Robert Downey Jr. just because I want him to do the blackface again. Like he did in Tropic Thunder, bring that back.
Yes.
But but it's a few actors. If I'm going for the award, I want, what's the guy's name who plays? Oh my god, I can't believe I'm drawing a blank right now. And I watch out. He just played in the new Man on Fire. He played Candyman. He's just, what is his name? That guy. Him. I would have him play me.
Hold on. Candyman.
He's in the new Man on Fire. Oh my god, he was just on the last Marvel show. Oh my god. Why am I drawing a blank right now?
Looking up quickly. Hold on. Aya Abdul Marine? No.
Yep, that's him. Yep.
Okay.
Yep, that's him. That's the guy right there. Boom. Or the guy who played. Yep, that would be him because he would, he'd really get into it. So that's my pick because I want the award. Now I want my movie to win an award.
Perfect. Now every movie has a supporting cast. Who would be 3 people significant to you and your story that would be in your movie, and who would play them?
Rion Skills, but Rion would have to play Rion Skills.
Fair enough.
Marche Rocket. See, only 3 is tough. That's tough. And who could play Marche? Like, I ain't gonna lie, Marche might have to play Marche because they don't know they make actors that size.
I mean, you could get somebody to that size. I mean, CGI.
I hope so. Look, hey, if you get whoever they can get for Marche's likeness, whoever they can cast in that role, he got it. Boom.
Perfect.
That's whoever we get there, and see, this has to be one other person. Ben McCoy. Yeah, Ben McCoy. I gotta go Ben McCoy, and I don't even know. We're gonna have to come back on who I'd get to play Ben McCoy, but those would be the 3: Rion, Marche, and Ben McCoy.
Fair enough.
They play big roles in helping Cash Money be Cash Money.
Well, this is definitely sounding like a great movie. A blockbuster, to say the least. Even Academy Award winning. And you could pre-order the tickets now.
Yeah, and then wait, we don't. So that's the only. We don't need no villain or anything, or.
I mean, do we need a villain?
I don't know. So we got all the roles. I'm thinking because we know who the hero is.
Obviously.
The baby mama's favorite wrestler, and I don't know. That would be. But if it was, it'd probably be Shaq if there was a villain.
Wow, Shaq gets the antagonist role. Now, on to a controversy.
Or no, I take that back. It could be because it wouldn't even be the end. It could be because it could be Marche. It could be that young grasshopper wants to take on the sensei moment. Honestly, right? You're right. We don't need that other role. We'll just leave it open because it's a lot of people, honestly.
Perfect. No.
Oh, it'll be like Fast and Furious. Boom. 10 movies. There we go. Vin Diesel plays me. There we go. We're in.
It's all about family.
Exactly. It's all about wrestling. That's it. Just switch family with wrestling. Boom. 10 movies of that. There we go. The Cash Money story. I'm going to somehow end up in space. Watch.
We don't know how we ended up there, but we got there.
Space Mountain.
Hell yeah. Now, on to a controversial subject. Pineapple on pizza. What's your stance?
It's not for me. It's not for me. And I'm not one of them people who says without trying it. Like, I've tried it multiple times, multiple different pizzas to really give it a chance. It's just not for me.
Okay, so anti-pineapple on pizza.
I ain't against nobody who doing it, but hey, just make sure that's on your side and your side only.
Gotcha. What's your spirit Pokemon?
Ooh. Mewtwo.
Oh yeah. The GOAT?
Yeah, and that and his well, you've seen the first movie.
Oh yeah.
And well, just the way he went about the reason why he did the things that he did. It was just his mindset. Like, hey, I just want to do what I want to do. Right? You gotta respect that.
Now, we love the late great Tracy Smothers on the show. Do you know the acronym for Doug? THUG.
Wait, you said we lost the who?
The acronym for Doug. THUG.
The acronym for Thug is. I feel like I used to know this at some point. Okay, only one I can think of is Tupac's "The Hate You Give."
Yes, I'm aware of that one, but we're talking about the Tracy Smothers one.
I know that's the only one I can think of right now. I'm drawing a complete blank.
Would you like me to spell it out for you?
Yes.
T is for terrible, H is for hell, U is for ugly, and G is for jail, 'cause a dog can't spell.
Yeah. Oh, yes. Okay. I like that.
Yes, we love the late great Tracy Smothers, trying to keep the memory alive on the show.
Okay. Look, I'm like the acronym for Thug. I'm like the only one I know is.
On weirdest question you'll be asked on a wrestling interview. Would you ever consider wrestling a Rock? Not Dwayne Johnson, not the country, an actual physical Rock.
I mean, I'm not Chris Redfield, but yeah, if I had, go punching on, I can curb stomp from a Rock, right? Yeah, I'm pretty sure, yeah. I mean, it's an easy match. Yeah, I do it. It's already on the mat. Just 1, 2, 3. I got it. Boom. Yeah, let's do it. Book it.
Well, just for context, there is a wrestler named Psycho Mike that indeed wrestled a Rock for over 15 minutes in a Tungsten Man match. That's an Iron Man match that lasts for 2 weeks.
Oh yeah, I ain't doing that. He different. Hey.
Yes, he is very much different.
He said 15 minutes. I got literally 3 seconds. Ding. Foot right on Rock. 1, 2, 3. 15 minutes. Is there footage of this? I need to see this.
Yes, I can definitely send it to you.
Thank you. I would appreciate that. I want to see that.
On a more serious note, where do you see yourself in 5 years?
Signed. That is, of course, that's the goal. People don't, I don't know. People say, I'll say it, signed. Like, wrestling is what I want to do with life for the rest of my life. I want to be, I want the action figures. I want to be the video, but I also want to be known as one of the greats. So it's like, because, I really I love wrestling. So it's like for me but I want that, that platform that, I want to, that next level.
I gotcha. And what is a match people should go out of their way to see that best shows off you as a pro wrestler?
Damn. Okay, you asked. Okay, I've never been asked that. Okay, now you got me going through the Rolodex. In my head, a match that people should go watch. Me versus Joey Dalton at IPW last year in July. No, August. August or July. Me and Joey Dalton, yeah, I'm not gonna lie. That week, yeah, that was, yeah. Or It's a couple. Me and Shaq, the first time we wrestled at Frontline. Those would probably be the two I would say. The match with me and Shaq and the match with me and Joey Dalton.
Can we find these on YouTube?
Yeah.
Perfect. And if they are indeed on YouTube, I could grab a link to them and put it in the description of the video below, but on YouTube and Castbox.
Okay, yeah. Make sure you get it.
Anybody that hasn't seen it, wants to see it, wants to re-see it after this interview. And since we are nearing the conclusion of this interview, we are wrestling with the 8 questions of doom.
I like this. I'm ready. I don't know what it is. I'm ready though. Okay.
This is our speed round or bonus round, the round where we see who you really are. Are you ready?
Hold on, let me okay. I'm ready. Need a little sip. Okay, I'm ready.
Excluding yourself, greatest wrestler of all time.
Because I was gonna say me. Ric Flair.
Worst wrestler.
Giant Gonzalez or Ultimate Warrior.
You're main eventing WrestleMania for the World Championship. Who is your opponent?
Okay, it's man. A person who's currently in the E for me. Probably CM Punk, 'cause it's, the Chicago thing. And or any of the big 3 right now. But if it's guys that I know, it would be Shaq Jordan. It would be Shaq Jordan. Yeah.
If you could come out to anyone's entrance music, past or present, who would it be?
Shane McMahon's.
Finish the sentence. Kayfabe is...
Kayfabe is alive and well, sir.
We would have also accepted tastes great on toast. Squash, vegetable or fruit?
Vegetable.
It is indeed a
Make
fruit.
a fruit because it has season, right? Yeah.
Yes, correct. New Japan wrestler Taichi, his ring gear gets smaller every year, revealing more of himself to the world. My question, what is the appropriate trunks to butt cheek ratio for ring gear?
Depends on your audience, but whatever percentage it takes to just completely cover, because you got to think about the children.
So full coverage.
Full coverage, yeah. You got to think about the children.
And the last question, the main event, the thing everybody wants to know. Have you ever had a conversation with a stranger in a supermarket about Darby Allin?
It was not about Darby Allin, but it was about AEW.
But his name never came up.
He mentioned, yeah. It was, nope, I'm wrong, nope. He mentioned Omega, Bucks, Mark Briscoe, yeah, Page, Swerve, yeah. No, I don't think Darby Allin came up.
And that is the correct answer. And that will conclude this interview. Thank you so much for coming out and doing this with me.
This is fun. Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. Once again, where can we find all things Cash Money on social media?
So at Instagram, it's @thereal_cash money. On Twitch, it's cmoney0187. That's all. Also, my gamer tag. Facebook, it's Cory McHenry, or just type it into Google and everything that pops up is me. It also leads to a lot of my, matches on YouTube and other links and everything. So just type in Cory McHenry and pretty much everything that pops up is me.
And you don't have to go looking for it. All of the links to all his social media will be in the description of the video below. But on YouTube and Castbox, simply click the link. A new tab will appear on whatever device you are on. You have no excuse. Give them a damn follow. Of course, thank you for listening. If you like what we're doing, please like, subscribe, comment, both on YouTube and Castbox. This was sponsored by Rogue Energy and Player One Coffee. Join us next Tuesday and Wednesday for new incredible interviews, and follow the show at Wrestling with E, both on X, Thread, and Instagram for information on who we're interviewing, when we're interviewing them, links to those interviews, and so much more. Follow me personally at JamesJ993. Alright, when I say Wrestling Wit, you say entertainment, okay?
Okay.
For our special guest, Cory Cash Money McHenry, Coleco Yacht, Scooter Dust, I am James J, and this has been Wrestling with
Entertainment.
Hey folks, this is the Colossal Mike Law, and you are listening to Wrestling with Entertainment. Enjoy the show, support these guys. We appreciate it very much. We'll see you at ringside.